In today's video, I am going to be giving you two of my top stocks literally today, and this is actually confusing the heck out of me. Basically, the two stocks I'm going to talk about is Tesla and Apple. These two stocks are literally amazing right now. So, what is bringing down these stocks? Well, Tesla just had record-breaking earnings. They had amazing, ridiculous earnings, and yet they went down yesterday, $12, and now today in pre-market, they're down 6 cents. So what is going on there? I'm going to get down to that too. But also Apple. Apple had probably the best beat I've seen for a very long time. They literally beat estimates by over $8 billion in a quarter. That is ridiculous. Imagine somebody saying, oh yeah, I expect you to make, let's say $4 million and you ended up making like 12 million. Like that's the kind of like craziness that is. Yet their stock price is down as well. Why? Well, the reason is just chips, microprocessors. So Tesla can't get enough of them in to make their Powerwalls. And of course, the stuff that they're making Powerwalls, of course, for consumers, but also they're making those big battery packs for, of course, the energy companies around the world, because there's more and more businesses or countries that are going over to green renewable energy, and you obviously don't have wind 24/7, you don't have light 24/7. So what's going on there? Of course, you need to have battery packs. And of course, these are smart battery packs so that they can control what's going on. And that's why they need microprocessors. Well, what Tesla is doing is they're moving those microprocessors over to their car production. And this is just craziness. So why is this bad? Well, guess what? This is good in my opinion. It's good to know that you have needs. It's good to know that there's people or there's companies that say, well, we have this much of a need to make these devices. We have this many orders, but we just can't make that many. That is an issue that is good to have, in my opinion. If you have basically a product that you can't make enough of, that's a good issue in my opinion, because eventually they're going to be able to fix that issue and their earnings are going to go even more ridiculous. So let's look at Tesla really quick. So of course, Tesla down $12 yesterday, down 6 cents today, mainly because of that chip issue. Are they a good company to buy right now? Well, their PE ratio is saying that they're ridiculously expensive, and I don't disagree, but at the same time, if you're doing a billion in revenue for the first time and you're beating earnings, yet you can't make enough product, but you're still beating earnings and you're still getting record revenue, record earnings, to me, that seems cheap. Of course, volume is through the roof, literally through the roof. Yes, Tesla has solar panels that are for your roof. They call them solar tiles. Remember, this is not just a car company. This is a green renewable energy that sells cars. That's a horrible draw on car. Solar roofs, solar panels. They have battery technology. They have everything. This is a company for the future. As we can see, there's been a little bit of a pullback. Obviously, chip technology. They can't get their Model Ys out. They are delaying their Cybertrucks. Everything is not looking good. However, at the same time, if you just are having issues with production, that's nothing, in my opinion. Of course, it's going to take time, but yeah, there might be a little bit more of a pullback, but let's really dig deeper. There's a thing called a MACD, and basically, whenever there's a MACD cross, it's either going to be bullish or bearish. As an example, we had a MACD cross right here. That is when the stock price went through the roof. And then we had another cross and it went down. We really want to see that blue line on top of the green, but it can only stay there for so long. However, look what's happening now. We're starting to see the convergence, or at least the closing of the gap when it comes to the MACD. It's also extremely low right now, which to me shows me that there is going to be potentially an uptick coming very soon. Also, this to me looks like a fantastic flag in my opinion. So, between this MACD and of course, if this breaks above that flag, I think that there's going to be another run coming. I've been calling this for a while. I've been seeing this form. I just never looked at the MACD before on videos here on YouTube. They continuously have better revenue, and of course, their earnings were positive for the first year last year, which is fantastic. Of course, they missed quarter 4. Quarter 1 was a beat, and I'm going to say that this past quarter was just absolutely amazing, other than that chip shortage, but everyone's having that issue, and once that's fixed, then I'm not going to be saying that things are going to be too worrying. Apple is the next company that I'm going to talk about, and they had killer earnings, like literally killer earnings. But again, it was the chip shortage. There's a story, they even mentioned it, that they're having issues with processors for their iPhones. And of course, iPhones is a large portion of their earnings. So if they can't make iPhones, then their earnings go to hell. However, I'm not saying that it will, because they're a massive company. They can easily find a company to make processors. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm also not worried because, of course, if there's a shortage in iPhones, basically what happens is now more and more people want to buy them, because anytime you have people who say, oh my God, there's no iPhones, I need to buy an iPhone, or just anything in general, then guess what? Like toilet paper as an example. Oh my God, no toilet paper. I need to go buy toilet paper. Same thing. So basically, that's what's going to happen. If they have a quarter or two that's not good for iPhone sales, I'm not too worried. They did really good. But if they do have a quarter or two with bad iPhone sales, it's just going to be upping the fact that there's going to be more and more people needing to buy an iPhone, and then of course there's going to be that big explosion, maybe even a super cycle, but I doubt it, but a big explosion in iPhone sales again, because of course if there's a shortage of anything that's needed, then of course it's just going to be insane. But really quickly, $1.30 versus $1.01 earnings per share, that's fantastic. Revenue beat by like $8 billion, 36% higher year over year. Like, this is crazy. We're looking 50% higher sales on iPhones year over year. You're looking 33% higher on services like Apple TV and things like that year over year. We're looking at other products like Apple Watches, headphones, things like that, 40% higher year over year. Mac sales, remember how desktops were dead? Well, guess what? They're up 16%. iPads, remember how they said that those were dead? Well, they're up 12% year over year. Gross margins were higher than expected. They were estimating 41.9% gross margins. They got 43.3%, yet this stock is down. I think those coked out stock market people are crazy. You literally have a company that gave you amazing, ridiculously stupid amazing earnings, yet they say, oh, we might have a shortage in processors for iPhones, and the stock goes down. Are you joking? This is in a ridiculously amazing time to buy this company. If you're looking at a company that's hitting sales, hitting revenue, hitting earnings, hitting margins, hitting everything, going up 50% on their largest sales items, which is the iPhone, you have to be joking me that the stock price is going down. Of course, they do pay a dividend of 0.6%, which is just measly better than interest, but again, down 1.5%. Like, are you kidding me? 1% pre-market? Come on. Like, they had crazy earnings. Volume is through the roof already. Their 2-year chart is, like, crazy again. Like, just nice, smooth. Yep, it's getting to the point. Yes, sure, the market, the charts say that it should pull down a little bit and then explode higher again. I understand that, but their earnings are stupid. If they didn't say anything about processor shortages, this thing should be up 10, 15 bucks a share at least. You're beating earnings by 30, or year over year earnings 36%. That's crazy. They've beat earnings the last 4 quarters. They're having higher revenues last year. They made just ridiculous amounts of money. Like, this is a crazy company not to buy right now. So there's two companies right now that are just crazy stupid buys right now. We have Apple, who's literally making, like, essentially printing money at this point in time. And then you have Tesla, who is, again, making money, having issues in production because they can't get enough parts, essentially. And yet they're still beating earnings, they're still doing amazing. And now you're looking at the stock prices going down. This, to me, tells me, like, I need to load my money into these two companies and just not even look at them for 2 years. Because this, like, if they can keep on beating earnings, I don't care about the chip shortage. If they're still killing earnings, if they're still making more money year over year, I don't think we have to really worry about chip shortages, even though companies like Ford are having massive issues with it. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.